How's it going, me family? SeeMea here. Don't run away, this is still the same channel. I know it says Shuhari Productions. It's all on purpose. Here's the TLDR that too long didn't read if you just want to skip ahead and not watch the rest of the update. This is still the same channel. The content on this channel is not going to be changing. All the transitions on this channel have already been made, so it's purely branding at this point. But the new name of the channel is Shuhari Productions. If you want to hear why, if you want to hear all the other changes, stay tuned. So this channel's been around for a little while. In 2012, it was known as the Mea Studios up until 2014, until it became C.MeaX. And that lasted nearly a decade, which is kind of crazy to think about. I've been doing this for 11 years now. And so going forward, it will be named Shuhari Productions. Now, quick personal update. A lot of things in my life have changed. This is a new scenery because I'm back home in the place I grew up in. I will be here for I don't know how long, but until then, this is my place. This is where I am operating for this channel. And, you know, might as well celebrate with a new blazer that was a gift, thankfully. You see me go through a lot of changes on this channel. Let's Plays, update videos, Pokemon, theory videos, everything, you name it. I've done so many different things, and I've gotten nearly burnt out by doing, a huge variety of things over the years, especially as I was chasing Pokemon releases. So that's been a big thing, and I kind of toned it down in the last few years. You've seen all the changes. All these things have already happened. But for the last at least 3, if not 4, maybe even 5 years, I knew that I needed a stark change in the way that I operated all my YouTube stuff, or at least all my online presence. And so the goal of Shuhari Productions is basically to split my personal online presence with my quote-unquote professional online presence. I didn't really like marketing the channel. I didn't really like promoting anything I was doing, and as such, I was losing motivation whenever it came time to share anything. So with this split, I've actually noticed that I am, 1, taking things more seriously, but also 2, taking things in a more reasonable and perhaps healthy approach, which was the goal. C.MeaX and SeeMeaX are not going away. The C.MeaX channel is actually staying the exact same for now, but C.MeaX, the branding, behind C.MeaX, that's my personal branding. On Twitch, all these places where I'm already tagged as C.MeaX, that's not going away. I'm still C.MeaX. It's not like I'm removing myself from life. But with the right balance, this is the solution that I have going forward. With the Green Tea League coming to a close and all the other projects that I wanted to close down actually closing over the years, the transition is basically complete, which means that the videos as is will remain the way they are currently. The only difference is the management of things, and that's where Shuhari Productions is coming in. That is a brand on its own, where I am separating all the stuff from my personal stuff. As I've said, it allows me to do some accounting a little bit better and all these things if I ever choose to officialize anything, which I've not done yet, but it might come. The pillar of my online presence was always this YouTube channel, and with the animations coming to a close, there was no growth, really. It's unsustainable. More money is needed, more time is needed, more effort is needed. I really had to step away from that. And so, there's a new website that I'm making, and that is the new pillar of my online presence. From the website, you can access everything that I make. Be it the C.MeaX brand, or the Shuhari Productions brand, everything is connected. There's a newsletter. You can watch Twitch on it, although I highly recommend you go on twitch.com directly. Or is it twitch.tv? It is twitch.tv. But essentially everything is there. X Fighters is there. There's basically a Netflix style page where you can watch all the videos embedded on the website. Project Maypole is there. Dragon Blood, aka X Fighters Beyond, is there as well. The first chapter. You can really access everything that I've made there, and that's the point. That's the goal going forward. C.MeaX at this point is not really a channel worth growing or with much growth potential. It's a portfolio channel for all the big Shuhari Productions projects. That's what it is, that's what it's been, that's what it'll keep being. And so if I have trailers, if I have OST, if I have anything, substantial, new episodes of X Fighters, they will all go on this channel. That's the purpose. The only change is I won't really be making any meme live streams on this channel anymore. If I make any live streams, they will probably remain, and they will be project-focused live streams. TeaMea is not changing at all. Skits are still to come. The branding there is okay, so it will remain as is. C.MeaX, S-E-E-M-E-A, not to be confused with C.MeaX, C.MEA, I know, is finally getting some videos. I have been backlogged on that for many, many years. But hey, that is more of a lifestyle, personal channel where I will embark on not so crazy adventures where I hopefully learn new skills and progress in life. So if you're interested in any of that, C.MeaX, C.MEA is the channel for it. Currently in the works, I've got a DNA video and interview from when I was in Japan.
まず勉強だけはやらせて、外に行けと。ここに立って一人前になれないから、一回は外に出ろと。
Some language videos, and while I'm currently building a tiny house as well. There's a lot going on. So, stay tuned. C.MeaX is dead. Twitch is remaining as is. C.MeaX official, no changes yet, maybe in the future. Project Maple, gaming, occasional language live streams or volatile live streams, I don't know. No changes there. Check out the website, there's a schedule there, and yeah, more information if you follow me on Discord or anywhere, really. I have a Twitter and I have an Instagram for C.MeaX. That's not changing, it's still C.MeaX. That is for my personal thing. However, I have a new Twitter and a new Instagram by the handle Shuhari P, which is the same handle as my YouTube channel, and as basically everything Shuhari Productions related. Patreon.com is now patreon.com/ShuhariP. YouTube is youtube.com/ShuhariP, or the I guess, Twitter, Instagram, even the new Twitch that I'm not yet using. It's all Shuhari. Everything is under the same handle. So, if you want more information about the projects of Shuhari Productions, I highly encourage you to follow the social media for Shuhari Productions, because I won't really be promoting them as much on the personal social media, and I will instead use those for, well, personal reasons or personal projects, basically. Now for Patreon. There's a 7-day free trial, so I highly invite you to go check that out. There's also a new chapter for X Fighters Beyond / Dragon Blood, whichever name you prefer. So there's a lot of really good stuff. I've reworked the tiers. There are, better explanations on the benefits. Things are a bit more central to the projects of Shuhari Productions, and hopefully I will expand on that in the future. So if you want to support anything I do financially, Patreon's the absolute best place to be. I'm only getting a 5% cut out of any earnings, so compared to Twitch, compared to donations everywhere else, Patreon is where your contribution goes towards the projects the most directly possible. Consistency-wise, I'm working full-time in engineering, but my commute is not too bad, and I'm no longer in the big city, which means I actually have more time, and I'll hopefully be more consistent with things. So far, I've seen a huge uptick in the amount of time I can put on projects. Writing for X Fighters has increased exponentially. All these things have improved, and yeah, I'm living the life right now. It's pretty fun. I like it. To give you a very, very slight possibility that by no means you should go and rely on, there's a chance that X Fighters Season 4 is coming out in 2025, and that X Fighters Season 5 is coming out in 2026. And I'm saying that because the visual novel is progressing at a fairly reasonable rate. The writing and the scripting for Season 4 is complete, and Season 5, well, is already underway. And once the scripts are done, I just import that into the visual novel engine, I put in all the assets, and that's basically the final product. So, I'm working on both seasons simultaneously. As I've said before, things are going well, and I'm pretty excited. And hopefully you will be as well. Now let me read my cliff notes as I go back to the name Shuhari Productions. So, I do want to businessify my operations in a way that's a little bit more sustainable, and in a way that's easier to keep track of, both for my mental sanity and for accounting purposes, if ever need be. At first, I wanted to go back to Mea Studio, MEA Studio, or Studio Mea, or whatever. I just wanted to go back to my roots. It felt really nice. But Architect Studios in a couple countries and whatever else, whatnot, had the name already taken. And I didn't really want to compete with that, even though the markets were clearly different. I just wanted something that stood on its own. So Mea Studio went down the drain, then I thought, oh, let's do Gambaru Studios, right? I don't have it on the back there, but Gambaru, right? I've said that for so many years. I have the calligraphy for it. But same thing, then I thought, oh, let's do Gambaru Productions, because .productions is a domain name that exists, and it's a lot nicer than having a .com. Well, as it turns out, you get a lot of supplements dudes, gym bros, that are selling training courses under the Gambaru formula or whatever, and I don't really want to be associated with that. So, Gambaru Productions, Gambaru Prod, Gambaru Studio, all these things, they're gone. Then I thought, oh, you know what, where do I go from there? And I remembered this essay that I tried writing for a competition that never happened because of COVID, where I was writing a text in Japanese, going through the various stages of life, my journey through martial arts, my journey through learning Japanese and all these things. And I was associating all these steps to Shuhari. Shuhari is a Japanese martial art term that is the process or the journey through or towards mastery. And it's a very, very vague term that can be interpreted in so many different ways. And looking at it again creatively, it just spoke to me. And yeah, it's something that's followed me my whole life, so it just made sense to go back with that. I have a better explanation of it on the screen, on the website, all these things. But basically, tradition, imagination, and transformation are the three key values that I'm trying to uphold with Shuhari Productions. Where can I find the website, you may be asking? It is shuhari.productions, not a .com, not a .studio. It's shuhari.productions. You type that in the bar, it takes you to it directly. Shuhari, SHUHARI.productions. Shuhari.productions. That's the website. Everything is on the website. And again, there's a newsletter. I will be hopefully posting monthly updates there. Exclusive information. It's completely free. You just type in your email address, and I'll send you stuff once a month. I won't spam you, I promise. And you will be kept up to date with all of the things related to Shuhari Productions, and if ever there are new projects coming along as well. Because the goal is not just to do X Fighters, it is not just to do Dragon Blood, it is to take this as the foundation and go from there and hopefully do bigger things in the future. But X Fighters is incredibly expensive. It may end up being a 5-digit project, which is my most expensive by far. But Dragon Blood, the novel, thankfully is only requiring me a bit of time. So that one is free. And from there, I want to build up and hopefully be able to afford things and come out neutral rather than digging myself a hole in the grave and just, shoving all my money down. That would be nicer. So, again, if you are financially able to and willing, Patreon is the best option if you want to follow or support any of my projects. Otherwise, the newsletter is completely free. Watching my things, or I should say Shuhari Productions things, following on social media, and overall interacting with any project, super appreciated. You don't have to pay a penny, but if you want to, the option is there. So the logo of Shuhari Productions, at least the Japanese version, has been calligraphied by the same person that calligraphied Gambaru, X Fighters, the Japanese version of X Fighters, and all these things. So we worked together again to create 4 elements that have combined in order to create the logo. So as you can see, I have the physical prints here. Well, I shouldn't say prints, these are brushed. So these are the original copies. I have one here. Let me fetch the other ones. I am trying to not destroy any of my setup while maintaining these in good order. Ha is here. So Shu was the first. And Ri is the last one here. And the cool thing about these calligraphies is that in Shodo, the way of calligraphy, there are typically 3 distinct styles. There's the hard style, the slightly less hard style, and the grassy wind style, where the artist is completely expressing themselves. And fortunately, there are 3 characters in Shuhari, so by applying the same concept, we used a different style for every character in order to convey the meaning through the logo. And the artist was kind enough to calligraphy me an ensol, which is an imperfect circle, which actually represents the same kind of feeling. But together that creates the logo, and I'm very, very excited to have everything be finally ready. Please join me on this journey. Shuhari Productions is only starting, and nothing I've done before is going to waste. If anything, it is just the foundation for everything that is to come. I don't know where it's going to lead me, but I hope you'll stick around. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time. じゃあね。